Sit down and pay close attention, because starting this Tuesday, a new executive order will officially take effect, changing the way Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA payments are delivered. This decision will directly impact millions of people across the United States. Good morning, I'm Emily Carter, reporting from our newsroom in Washington, D.C. Right now, you have two choices. Scroll past and risk missing critical updates about your benefits, or hit subscribe and stay one step ahead to protect what you've earned. According to the official report, this executive order was issued to modernize the payment system, with the goal of reducing delays and improving accuracy for millions of beneficiaries. More than 90 million Americans currently rely on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA programs, and any change can significantly impact their daily lives. In reality, we know there are families waiting months for their applications to be approved, veterans worried because their benefits have not yet arrived, and seniors calculating every dollar to cover medication and food. These situations show that this is not just a policy on paper, but an issue that directly affects the lives of millions of citizens. According to the official statement from the White House, this executive order aims to modernize the entire benefits payment system. Put simply, federal agencies acknowledge that the current system is outdated, often slow and inaccurate, and therefore needs to be upgraded to meet the needs of tens of millions of beneficiaries. Anyone who has had to wait months for a disability benefit decision or experienced a payment delay out of nowhere knows this problem all too well. The administration is calling this plan the Benefits Modernization Initiative, and it will directly impact four major programs: Social Security retirement and survivor benefits, Social Security disability insurance, SSDI, supplemental security income, SSI, and veterans disability compensation. The system is currently facing three major problems. First, the servers and software are outdated, often breaking down or experiencing interruptions, which delays case processing. Second, processing times are inconsistent across regional offices, with some handling cases quickly while others take much longer. Third, the paperwork requirements are overly burdensome, forcing people to submit the same documents multiple times and creating bottlenecks that slow everything down. These are the key reasons why so many beneficiaries are left waiting far too long to receive the benefits they are rightfully entitled to. Current estimates show that about 67 million people receive Social Security benefits, 9 million rely on SSDI, 7.4 million receive SSI, and nearly 5 million veterans collect VA disability compensation. This means that every one of these groups will be directly affected by the upcoming changes. The greatest impact during this transition will fall on individuals whose cases are still pending. This includes those who have recently submitted applications and are waiting for approval, people who have filed appeals that have not yet been processed, and anyone making changes to their personal information such as moving to a new address, updating marital status, or reporting new income. For example, a single mother applying for benefits for her disabled child may face longer delays before receiving a response. And a veteran seeking an increase in their disability compensation rating could also experience extended wait times. These groups are expected to feel the disruptions of the system overhaul most acutely. The rollout will be divided into three distinct phases. Phase 1, beginning this Tuesday, focuses on upgrading and replacing the computer systems that handle benefit payments. According to the official notice, routine monthly payments should continue as usual. But more complex cases, such as those involving changes in personal status, address updates, or new income, may experience delays of 2 to 4 weeks while the system transition takes place. Phase 2, scheduled for March, will introduce a centralized verification system. Instead of submitting the same documents to multiple offices, beneficiaries will be able to upload everything to a single portal. This is expected to simplify the process, though some technical issues may arise during the initial launch. Phase 3, planned for September, aims to significantly improve processing times for SSDI applications, reducing the average wait for new claims from around 8 months to 5 months. If delivered as promised, this change could provide real relief by allowing beneficiaries to access their support more quickly and easing the financial strain during the waiting period. The rollout will be divided into 3 distinct phases. Phase 1, beginning this Tuesday, focuses on upgrading and replacing the computer systems that handle benefit payments. According to the official notice, routine monthly payments should continue as usual. But more complex cases, such as those involving changes in personal status, address updates, or new income, may experience delays of 2 to 4 weeks while the system transition takes place. Phase 2, scheduled for March, will introduce a centralized verification system. Instead of submitting the same documents to multiple offices, beneficiaries will be able to upload everything to a single portal. This is expected to simplify the process, though some technical issues may arise during the initial launch. Phase 3, planned for September, aims to significantly improve processing times for SSDI applications, reducing the average wait for new claims from around 8 months to 5 months. If delivered as promised, this change could provide real relief by allowing beneficiaries to access their support more quickly and easing the financial strain during the waiting period. While the promised improvements could bring real benefits, the transition period also carries significant risks. Past system upgrades have shown that there is always a chance of lost data or payment disruptions. Even a single technical glitch could cause pending applications to disappear from the database or delay payments for several weeks. This is especially dangerous for people who rely entirely on their monthly benefits to cover basic living costs, since even a 1-week delay can mean not having enough money for medication, rent, or utility bills. Another major concern is the extremely tight timeline. Overhauling a system that serves more than 90 million people in less than a year is highly ambitious. And when changes are rushed, the likelihood of errors in case processing or technical failures increases, leaving the most vulnerable beneficiaries to bear the heaviest burden. To minimize risks during the transition, beneficiaries are advised to take several important steps right away. First, log into your online accounts such as My Social Security or VA and take screenshots of all your information, including payment history, current benefit amounts, bank details, and contact information. This will serve as clear proof if any discrepancies arise later. Next, review and update your contact details to ensure your address, phone number, and email are accurate so agencies can reach you quickly if needed. Another key step is to double-check your registered bank account information, since many delays or missed payments occur simply because account numbers were changed or entered incorrectly. If you are in the middle of an application or appeal, call the relevant office to get a status update and make sure to write down the reference number, which will be crucial if problems occur. Finally, try to build a small emergency fund, even if it's just setting aside $20 a week. Saving even $100 to $200 can help you cover essentials like electricity, medication, or food if a payment is delayed. These simple preparations can make a significant difference in protecting yourself during this period of change. The benefits people receive are not handouts or favors from the government, but the result of years of contributions and sacrifices. Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA benefits were built from hard work, service, and dedication, created to ensure security for those who have fulfilled their responsibilities to society. That is why every individual fully deserves to receive their benefits accurately and on time. Timely payments are not just an administrative duty, but also recognition of the labor and sacrifices of millions of citizens. In the coming months, even if the transition brings challenges, it is vital to remember that these benefits belong to you. You should never feel hesitant about demanding proper service, because these are legitimate rights you have earned and that must be protected. In order to better understand what this new executive order could mean, it helps to look back at similar reforms in the past. Every time the Social Security Administration or the Department of Veterans Affairs has attempted a major system upgrade, the early days were often marked by confusion, delays, and technical issues. Beneficiaries sometimes experienced missed payments, long hold times on the phone, or applications that seemed to vanish in the system. These problems created frustration and, in some cases, real hardship for people who rely on these benefits to survive. However, history also shows that once the dust settled, many of those changes eventually led to meaningful improvements. Past upgrades have allowed faster processing of claims, better online tools, and more consistent communication between agencies and the public. By drawing on this perspective, it becomes clear that while the next few months may bring challenges, the ultimate goal is to make the system more reliable and efficient for everyone. For viewers, understanding this pattern is important because it helps set realistic expectations. Short-term obstacles are possible, but long-term gains can be achieved. Having this context allows beneficiaries to stay calm, stay prepared, and remain focused on protecting their rights throughout the transition. When examining the potential impact of this executive order, it is especially important to focus on the most vulnerable groups who stand to suffer the most from any delays. For example, many seniors living alone depend entirely on their Social Security checks to cover rent, utilities, and daily expenses. Even a delay of a single payment could force them into impossible choices between food and medication. Low-income veterans, many of whom already struggle to meet basic needs, may find themselves in an even more precarious position if their disability compensation is held up during the system transition. Families caring for children with disabilities are also at great risk. They often rely on SSI payments not only to provide medical care, but also to secure stability for the entire household. If those payments are disrupted, the consequences extend beyond finances, affecting the health and well-being of the children themselves. Highlighting these cases helps us see that these are not just numbers on a page, but real people whose lives are intertwined with every policy change. By keeping their situations in mind, we understand why careful monitoring and clear communication are so essential during this period of adjustment. Looking beyond the immediate transition, beneficiaries should also consider a longer-term plan to safeguard their financial stability. One practical step is to set up automatic bank alerts so you are immediately notified if a deposit is delayed or does not arrive on schedule. This allows you to act quickly rather than discovering a problem days later. It is also wise to prepare a list of emergency contacts that includes your local Social Security office, veteran service organizations, and legal aid resources. Having these numbers and emails ready can save valuable time if you need urgent assistance. Another important habit is to actively follow official updates and trusted news sources about policy changes. Too often, beneficiaries only learn about new rules or delays after they are already affected. Staying informed means you can adapt more quickly and avoid being caught off guard. By combining these strategies, early alerts, a clear support network, and proactive information gathering, you create a safety net that reduces stress and provides more control during uncertain times. This long-term approach does not eliminate every risk, but it equips you to handle disruptions with more confidence and security. In the months ahead, it will be essential to regularly check your accounts, keep records, and take proactive steps to protect your benefits. If you encounter any issues, don't hesitate to reach out to your local office, veterans support organizations, or legal aid services for timely assistance. These are rights you have earned through your contributions, and you fully deserve to have them safeguarded. To stay up to date with the latest information on Social Security, SSI, SSDI, and VA, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and watch the related videos we've prepared for you. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and our experts will be here to help. We are always by your side. This is Emily Carter, Washington, D.C. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.